Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back. Let's look at the daily news throughout the day. So here's a tripartite summit. It's between U.S., Iraq, and I believe the third party on this might be Jordan. So what they're doing in this is obviously Iraq's meeting with the U.S. and it's to work on the dialogue and all the agreements, between Iraq and the U.S. And then they also would eventually like to get the troops out. So that's what they're going to be discussing at this tripartite summit. And let's look at the other articles on what's going on. You guys saw this article. I already showed it to you earlier today. This one is where the central bank, no representative for the central bank has submitted any type of request to reduce the exchange rate. And remember, only the central bank can do that, not Parliament. So as you guys see, Iraq is showing you articles now where they're confirming what I brought to you guys on Saturday. This article is telling you they want to leave the exchange rate exactly where it's at the request of the central bank, and that's also suggesting to us they have no intentions of bringing a 12-month budget forward. Okay, so they're basically telling us they're going to leave the rate alone and make no changes to it, or bring forth a 12-month budget, like an annual budget, at this current period. Okay. These are articles on that tripartite summit and strategic dialogue. These are not critical to us, so we're gonna move on. Let's see what else we have. All right, Iraq got their credit rating, and their credit rating is with Fitch remains at a B minus. Okay. Not a critical article. And then this morning I shared this article with you guys right here. This one basically stressed to you that the exchange rate can only be controlled at the discretion of the central bank, not Parliament. Parliament has no control over the exchange rate in any way. It's all based on what the Central Bank of Iraq, the CBI, however they call the shots. All right. And then here's a couple more for you, just so you guys know. Iraq, with their currency auction, they still have stopped auctioning and releasing US dollars within the country of Iraq. Let me scroll down a little bit to show that to you. So I've got a little section here highlighted blue. It says total cash sale. On the middle left there, that's the section where it would actually be if they were to auction off US dollars. And again, they're auctioning off US dollars. Those would be for US dollars auctioned off within the country of Iraq. They've stopped doing that as of about probably around the beginning, either late February, beginning of March, somewhere around there. Right now, they're only auctioning off US dollars abroad, right there highlighted for you. It says total sale for purposes of enhancing funds abroad. So there you go. They're only auctioning off US dollars outside the country of Iraq abroad. That's because Iraq is trying to remain Article 8 IMF compliant by only using the dinar within the country of Iraq. Single currency use, single currency practice. So actually, hold on. There might have been one more. This one just says Iraq's maintained or the World Bank. Yeah, guys, that's an article by the Parliamentary Finance Committee. It holds no credibility. So we're not. They're basically telling you in this article that it's not the World Bank speaking. It's the Parliamentary Finance speaking on behalf of the World Bank. But they're saying that the World Bank did not object to reducing the dollar's price. And that's a lie, because it was actually back in December 20th, it was the World Bank and the IMF that requested Iraq to devalue the currency, strengthening the value of the US dollar against the dinar. Okay, so they're lying to you. And yeah, anyway, here's another one. Fitch amends credit rating. You saw this in the last news portion I showed you. 3 points of contentions, guys. This is a really good article for us to look at. This article is showing you that they have 3 points of contention that hinder the passing of the budget this coming Saturday. Okay? So right here they're telling you from another angle that there's a good chance they might not actually pass the budget this Saturday. They're suggesting to you they might be kicking the can for the budget. Okay? And guys, here's the bottom line of what Iraq's revealing to you, okay? The budget, because of what's in it, Article 148 CL, oil and gas law, those items in the budget make the budget married to the rate change. When you see Iraq kicking the budget can down the road, they're simply telling you guys at this time they're not ready to change the rate. That's why they did not do a single budget at all last year at all. The last budget Iraq's done to date was a 2019. They did not do a 2020 budget because, again, they weren't ready because the budget's married to the rate change. They weren't ready to change that rate last year, okay? So basically what they're telling you is, hey, they're not ready to change the rate at this time. For some reason, that's what we captured this past Sunday, okay? Just so you guys know, there's a big event they're working on right now, and they're telling you right here through their actions with the budget and how they keep putting these articles that conflict with each other all about the budget and kicking the can. They're simply just telling you guys they're not ready to change the rate at this time and they need more time. They've got some things to work out on the back end. All right, so there's some news there. Let's see what this one tells us. So Wednesday, the Minister of Finance denied statements that attributed to the Minister of Ali Alawi about submitting his resignation in case of the exchange rate changed. The ministry said in a statement that some television channels, news agencies, and statements of some members of parliament circulated news attributed to the minister, who stated that he had submitted his resignation in case the exchange rate changed, stressing that these statements are fabricated and unfounded. And this, guys, this is just more BS. I mean, as you guys know, absolutely nothing's going to or has happened with the exchange rate. And the Iraq, you've already seen 2 articles today alone by the Central Bank of Iraq where they clearly told you they're not going to change the rate at the CBI's request and discretion. The CBI wants it where it's at, it'll remain where it's at. As you guys see, more views on the dollar. The dollar index is slowly climbing and has been since approximately March 18th. It's slowly going up, and because the dollar's going up, silver, that's a 1-week view on silver, it's continuing to trend downward, as is gold. Gold's moving down too, and that's because the dollar's strengthening. So, and we'll observe that, through the remainder of this year. But as you're going to see through the remainder of this year, the dollar will continue to strengthen for a very important reason. And as it does, gold and silver will continue to trend downward. So, guys, there's the news. They're confirming what I shared with you on Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday. What I brought you on Sunday, how we discovered a major event, and this major event really just Iraq needs more time because they have things to do in the background. That's what it boils down to. So, and because they have stuff they've got to do in the background, they're not ready to bring forth the budget at this time, which is essentially just married to the rate change. So that's why they're kicking the cans and giving you crazy justifications for delays through the news, and that's why they keep releasing all these articles that fight with each other, saying, hey, we're going to do the budget today. Nope, actually we're going to do it next week. And that's why they're just playing these games. Eventually Iraq will run out of, because like I said, they're not going to do the budget. So eventually Iraq's just going to run out of articles, guys, and eventually they're going to have to shift gears and come out with another excuse. So might be a pattern you want to look for is watch them, maybe within the next few months, watch them shift gears where they come up with these excuses and contradictive articles, and they're going to have to kind of leave and transition away from the budget and bring a new excuse in. So it's probably a pattern I would watch for. Okay. So anyway, guys, there's evening daily news for you. You guys are the best. Take care and have a great day.